Smash Ultimate is in an interesting state right now, so I wanted to make this video to kind of briefly talk about what the game looks like right now and what the future looks like for competitive Smash as a whole. So unless you've been living under a rock or you just randomly clicked on this video and know absolutely nothing about competitive Smash, then you'll know that Genesis 9 just finished up, and this was a pretty massive tournament considering that there was over 1,200 entrants in Smash Ultimate alone. That's actually kind of crazy, but yeah, it's a big deal in my opinion, considering we just had two of the most hyped up tournament circuits completely canceled, for reasons that rhyme with the word Banda and kind of resemble an animal, which by the way, I'm still salty about because I actually won a giveaway to attend the whole weekend, plus invite 2 friends for free, and I almost never win giveaways, so it's of course just my luck for the entire event to be canceled and for me to not get that at all. But anyways, the point is that Genesis 9 did a lot of things for the community as a whole. It honestly proved that the community is still massive, with the stream peaking around 70k viewers. It might have even been higher than that, but when I had checked in, which was kind of around top 8, before like 2 o'clock in the morning, because that's how long it basically went, it was around 70k viewers, so it might have been higher than that, but that's kind of where I saw it was. But it basically proved that these tournaments can still be massive, and it proved that, we can still host some pretty massive events in the future as long as the correct steps are taken and nothing crazy happens behind the scenes with Nintendo. And it's crazy, because tournaments actually started banning these characters from being used altogether, which of course brought, mixed opinions from your top level players, your O2ers, your 2-2ers. Pretty much everyone had something to say about this. It basically caused a serious discussion of whether or not keeping these characters around, like Steve, Kazuya, was healthy for the game's viewership as a whole, and just the game as a whole, it really caused a lot of controversy of whether or not we should keep these characters. And I mean, Steve isn't the hypest character in the world, but I still feel like Steve is pretty fun to watch at high level. I'd rather watch a Steve than like a Sonic or a Min Min or like a Camping Cloud. I feel like these characters like Steve, Kazuya are mostly a problem at that kind of mid to high level of Smash, because they really allow like average level players or even below average players to kind of win games that they probably shouldn't be winning. And while that is a problem, especially at the local level, I feel like as a whole it isn't worth any kind of overall ban of the character. And maybe this is kind of recency bias, but when you look at the results of Genesis, you'll know something very interesting. Every single person that plays in the top 16 plays a different character. And I know that Ultimate has the largest roster of any Smash game, but when is the last time that a major tournament has featured 16 unique characters in top 16 across any Smash game? I could be wrong, but I feel like that hasn't happened before. And even when you look at top 64 at Genesis, there's a lot of unique characters, and the characters that do have the most reps aren't really characters that you would expect to see up there, especially like Pac-Man, and then you got Mario up there as well, but Pac-Man really kind of surprised me. At the highest level of Smash, there's really only a few Steve players and a few Kazuya players that are able to consistently win, and this tournament helped prove that even they aren't unstoppable. I mean, we saw sets like Mudace versus Aquila. He completely just dominated Aquila in my opinion. He's really good at the Steve matchup, and there's a lot of other players that are really good at that matchup overall, which is why Aquila didn't place as high as most people might have expected. And then you look at people like Riddles, who didn't even make top 32, which was a really big shocker considering, how dominant he's been in these tournaments, especially the last few months. It's not a situation like Smash 4 where towards the end of the game, we saw Bayonetta in every single top 8 multiple times. We had about 2 to 3 Bayonettas in almost every top 8. It felt like it was Bayonetta, Cloud, Bayonetta, Cloud. It's not really like that, I feel like. I feel like there's just a couple players that are, insane with these characters, and it feels like, that they might be killing the game in a way, but I feel like even they don't consistently win every tournament. And this leads me to believe that the future of Smash is in a really great place overall. We're starting to see players like Ouch, Shattuck, Base Mage, and so many more with characters that are all over the tier list, and they're placing really high at these big events. People are starting to prove that most characters in this game can take you pretty far into bracket with enough dedication. And I'm sure people will disagree with me, but let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about the game, the community, and the future of Smash as a whole. We obviously aren't getting any more patches or updates to the game, so it's going to be really interesting to see how the metagame evolves, especially over the next year, but more so throughout the rest of the lifespan of this game. If you enjoyed the video, or you just want to hear me talk more about Smash or anything else, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. I do stream Smash all the time over on my Twitch channel, so you can definitely follow me over there if you ever want to play against me, or you can even join my Discord server where you'll be able to find more people if you want people to play against in Smash. Links to all those will be in the description below, and other than that, I've got nothing else, so I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.